So you saw a quarterback play Saturday night in college football for the first time on the
Yeah.
field. And you want to share this little story with us? I saw it on your social. It was a beautiful moment.
Yeah, no, you're talking about my son Connor, who again was a quarterback here in the Valley at Corona del Sol. And I think the biggest thing for me, Brad, is, when he decided he wanted to continue on in college and he was offered by Western New Mexico, he went over there to Silver City, Division II, Lone Star Conference, put in the work over the summer. He loves that. He's very cerebral. He's a student of the game, and he's like I said, like all the guys, everyone playing college ball. I mean, they're putting in a lot of work and a commitment, and I'm getting to see that firsthand. But he is a kid that is probably going to see just limited time this freshman year in red shirt. And he got into the game the other night. He played a little bit, I want to say the last little bit of the third quarter into the fourth quarter. And I forgot what it was like to just, it was only last year. His last game that he played in was last season in a playoff game and that they lost. And it didn't go very well at all. And, just to see him out there, not only proving that it was just one little sample, but proving that he can play in college
Yeah.
and that he was prepared to do that and went out there and did his job. It's kind of a job now, it's college, but it's a job. And then also just being back in it, being back in a game. And it was just, I wasn't thinking about all this in the moment. I was just watching him play and he made some good plays. And of course, there were a couple bad plays. He got sacked, which is like, okay, all the normal things, like he checked a lot of boxes in a quarter, right? Good and bad. And he threw a touchdown pass. But just to be able to see him playing again, I know how much it meant to him because when you're preparing, it is fun, but there's nothing like being out there playing.
Right.
And for me to see him get that chance again, for many, what's the country song that says, next time I'm out there, I'll have to buy a ticket. Next time I'm in the stadium, I forget the song. I have to buy a ticket to the game. Well, when you can continue to play the game, I was happy for him to get to do that. And hopefully he'll get to play a lot, down the line, whenever he'll play more. But I thought he did great. I thought he was really poised. I was nervous for him just to be back in it. He said he was actually more nervous for his first high school game when he was, 15 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm in as a varsity player, he was 15. So to me, that was, I guess I get it now. He's still young. He's 18 and a half, but I think he's mature enough now that he didn't go in like totally nervous. He kind of had more of a command of what he was doing.
It's beautiful. It's
It
beautiful.
was fun. And yes, oh, by the way, I spent about 8 hours traveling, including 2.5 hours driving down to the south part of Texas there. But that was kind of exciting too. What an adventure for me on
Yeah.
Saturday.
It's when I call this segment Jody Jackson's Gems, it's not just about the Cardinals. Like your life is really interesting, and as a football mom, and just hearing the emotion in your voice of seeing your son out there do his thing. And I have to imagine that because of the job that you have, that there's times where he's gotten in the car and you've just shredded him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
No.
you know what Kurt Warner would have done?
And neither does my husband, by the way. I mean, we don't do that. And that's, what I'm not trying to sound like, but Connor these kids, many of them, not just Connor, but they know what they did or didn't do. And they have coaches for that. But I'm just proud of him. I'm like any mom, I'm proud of him because he works hard and he's smart and he does the right stuff to be in the position. And you just play the game as long as you can.
You play the game until they take your helmet away, and then you take the helmet back. When you give them the helmet, then you're done. And that's what I tell players. Don't let them take the helmet away from you. Just keep playing. The fact that your
That's
son is sitting there in Division II and he's getting it done on the field and he's making friends and and he's getting his education, all that stuff. In a day and age where I deal with crazies, okay? My kid is going to go D1 or nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's 5'2" and 140 pounds and he has a GPA of 2.2. He's not going to Notre Dame. Oh, you're a dream killer. No, I'm not a dream killer. I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah.
No, it's
It's
good stuff. Good stuff with you on this front. I appreciate you being open book about your personal life on this stuff. That is what makes Jody Jackson's Gems so great. Thanks.
Thanks, Brad.